Hey guys, it's Haley and welcome to another bookish video. I have literally probably never looked worse on the internet. I was about to get ready to start a random vlog. I don't know why, I just woke up this morning and I was like, I want to vlog. Hi, this is so unplanned, this is so chaotic. I'm nervous. First date, kind of nervous. I don't know why, this was just unplanned, but I woke up and I was like, I want to film a vlog. I thought about getting ready. I'm not gonna do it. Sorry, I know I should put in effort to impress you, but I'm not gonna do it. Welcome to the reading vlog. I'm literally just gonna read some random new release thrillers that I've been picking up over the last couple weeks and I've been wanting to read. I don't have a super strict TBR, but I do have ones that I'm excited about. The first one is the Sorority Murder, and I just got this one on audio. My audio hold came in from my library, so very excited about that one. I also have The Golden Couple, also on audio, from Libro FM. If you don't know what Libro FM is, they support independent bookstores, so it's not like you're supporting Amazon with Audible. They're great. I always have their link down below in every single one of my videos. And then I also have some newer release physical books as well that I picked up. I have The Replacement Wife by Darby Kane. Sorry, the dogs are literally zooming. They just had their walk. I also got All I Want by Darcy Bell. Please let this be good.
Please let this be good.
Darcy Bell's first book is a 5-star, easily one of my favorite thrillers. Her second book was literally one of my worst books of the year for 2020. So I don't know how this is gonna go, but I'm excited for it regardless. And then I also have The Piece de Resistance, the reason I ventured out to Barnes & Noble and made myself Baroque. Good Rich People by Eliza Jane Brazier. Hello, this cover. And I know what you're thinking.
Haley, wasn't this author's first book your worst book of 2021? You literally gave it 0.5 stars. Hello?
Yeah, but I recently saw Gabby read this in a reading vlog, and just the quotes that she was reading, I was like, that sounds perfect for me. And she said it's a lot of rich people drama, obviously. For real, bro. And so I asked her, is this something I would like? And she said, yes, I literally thought of you when I was reading this book because it's something that you would like. And I'm like, okay, have to trust my queen, Gabby. So picked up the hardcover. My wallet said, ah! I said, yay, books. That is my very loose TBR for this video. There's literally no TBR. This is so random, but I wanted to show you what you could expect. I think I'm gonna start with The Golden Couple, because I need something on audio to listen to while I clean my house. My house is fucking disgusting right now. I don't know how it got to this point. Actually, I do. I've been super fucking busy trying to start a business, so.
Gaslight, gatekeep, girl boss.
Clean the house. That didn't make sense, but we gotta clean the house because it's really getting out of control. And I love to listen to audiobooks while I do that. Without further ado, I'm gonna do that. I don't know what The Golden Couple is about. Once I get into it, I will give you a synopsis.
Rear Hendricks and Sarah Pekkanen. Read for you by Marin Ireland and Carissa Vacker.
Hey vlog, what's up? It is much later in the afternoon. I cleaned my entire home, thank God. And I also made my business cards and my marketing posters for my practice, which was so fun. And I'm so excited for them to come in the mail and me to actually be a small business owner. I already am a small business owner, obviously, but to get those physical things will be so cool. And in the midst of all of it, I have gotten 33%, so a third of the way into The Golden Couple by Greer Hendricks and Sarah Pekkanen. And every time I pick up one of their books, I remember how much I like their writing style. It is just very digestible, great to listen to on audio because it is so straightforward, but it's written in a way where the characters feel relatable. I feel like I know who these people are, and I'm really liking how the story is unfolding so far. Basically, it is just your run-of-the-mill domestic thriller. We are following I was gonna say a therapist, but I struggle to call her a therapist. And I know you guys love hearing me talk about therapy rep and how accurately the representation is done in thrillers. So we about to get into it because this book, we're following a therapist who actually lost her license for breaking the code of ethics. And she decided instead of stopping therapy because she's obviously breaking the rules and not very effective, she would just kind of do this shady thing, which I've literally seen people do in the mental health community and actually really grates my nerves, where now you're just a marriage consultant instead of a couples therapist because she doesn't have the license to call herself a couples therapist. So now she's a marriage consultant and she's basically just operating using unethical therapy without a license. But it's kind of not her fault because all the clients that come to her, I mean, they know she doesn't have a license, so it's like you signed up for it, bro. You did yourself in. And right now we're following her as she's seeing this new couple. They're her new clients and she met them for the first time and we got to see that. And we found out the issue was that the wife was cheating on the husband and she didn't feel safe to tell him outside of a therapy session, just on their own. It's kind of seemed like she wanted that third person there. So immediately our main character, our therapist, is thinking might be some abuse going on here, but she has a very unique method of therapy, which is completely unethical. And it says that multiple times in the book. So it sounds like Miss Hendricks and Pekkanen know exactly what they're talking about. I would wonder if one of them's a therapist because the way that they talk about ethics and rules and licensing and things like that, it sounds like somebody who's in the mental health community. So yeah, she has her own new unethical method of therapy where she says, I can fix you in 10 sessions.
I mean, maybe if you're doing CBT, but that's not me.
Anyway, I'm not going to get into my mental health rant right now, but yeah, she has this very intensive method of therapy and she's putting this couple through it. And at the same time, we're kind of following this therapist in her life because she's caught up in something else that I don't want to give away, obviously, but it is the reason why she lost her license. It has to deal with a specific client that she had before. So yeah, I'm enjoying it. There's nothing like too crazy about it. There was a twist, actually a couple twists before the third of the way in point that surprised me, but it was nothing too crazy. So I'm enjoying it. She just feels like a little classic domestic thriller. I do like the conversations around mental health, obviously, because therapist. All that to say, I'm enjoying it. I think I am going to take a break from work because I just sent out a million emails asking for referrals, trying to build my freaking business. But I'm gonna probably take a little hot girl walk because it is bright and sunny and beautiful outside and like 68 degrees and I'm just ready for it. So let's go walk. Hey vlog, I am 2/3 of the way now through the Golden Couple. Honestly, not much is happening here. I feel like it's just very typical domestic thriller. You know, we're just following the everyday lives of the couple and the therapist. It is really interesting though, hearing about her weird methods now that she's unlicensed. She's kind of like a mix between a therapist and a PI. Like, she goes and stalks her clients during the day and like watches what they're doing, and I'm like,
I would literally rather die
than stalk my clients. That sounds like not a fun time. But she is really damaging the relationship by doing that, because she can like catch them in a lie, and she thinks it makes the therapy more effective when really it just turns it into like not therapy. It's just this weird relationship. So I don't know. It's definitely entertaining, but I hope nobody who doesn't have like a robust mental health knowledge thinks that this is what an actual therapist does, because that would be really sad. But yeah, it's going okay. I would say it feels like a 3-star book right now. If there's like some kind of crazy twist or something at the end, then it could get a higher rating, but that's kind of what I'm feeling right now. We are about to go to the factory. What factory, you ask? The Cheesecake Factory. If you know anything about me, you probably know like the number one thing that I hate the most in life, well, is shitty mental health representation in books. But probably the second most hated thing in my life is chain fucking restaurants. I literally hate them. I don't understand the concept when you have like all of these wonderful small local businesses, local restaurants. You choose to support Macaroni Grill. Like, it just does not click in my brain. I hate them, except for the Cheesecake Factory. I fucking love the Cheesecake Factory. Something about it is just like a meme. Like, it's like a yassified chain restaurant. I don't know. I just love her. So we go like once a year. I have my annual visit to the factory. We're about to go. Are you excited for the factory? Mm-hmm. Let go. Hey besties, it is the next morning. Sorry if you can hear my washer. I had to get some laundry done today, so you're just gonna have to deal with that little noise for a bit because it gotta get done. But after we came back from our luxury dining experience last night, we ended up watching The Bachelor, drinking some wine, and then Cameron went to bed because he's a teacher. He literally has to get up at 5 in the morning.
I would die.
But I stayed up and finished The Golden Couple by Greer Hendricks and Sarah Pekkanen. Oh my God. I did not see that ending coming. And I don't know how I feel about it. I've been kind of marinating on it all morning, and I feel like they were trying to do something unexpected because they were leading you in multiple different directions, and like obviously they're not going to have it be one of those directions. Like, the ending was unexpected, but I feel like it was kind of cheap. I don't want to spoil it, obviously, but there's like a very common saying about like true crime and thrillers, and it just like, it's kind of like they played into that, and I didn't really end up liking it. Also, I feel like the last third of the book was pretty boring and repetitive. It was just like, honestly, probably the last half of the book was like that. It was just like the therapist stalking the couple, finding out shit, finding out that the couple is lying, that they're lying to each other, there's more lies, and it was just like pretty monotonous to get through at the end. But again, the ending was shocking. But is that what I should rate a thriller on, is simply that the ending shocked me? So I've been sitting and thinking all this morning, like, did I actually like this book? And I think what the thing was about it, it was entertaining. That's the thing. It was very, very entertaining, and I enjoyed my experience reading it. It was very easy to read. I liked the atmosphere. I liked the things that were mentioned. Like, I just love when like little things are mentioned, like Santal candles or like a certain brand of like couch. Like, I don't know. I just like when we're talking about rich people and we get to like hear all about their world. And I did get entertained by the petty drama, but I didn't love it. The ending was shocking, but again, I feel like it was cheap. So I think I'm gonna end on a 3-star for The Golden Couple, which pretty much is in line with all of my other readings of Guru Hendricks and Sarah Pekkanen's previous books. I gave Anonymous Girl 5 stars. I really liked that one. I gave You Are Not Alone 3 stars, and I gave The Wife Between Us 2 stars. I thought that one was so bad. But this one was just okay. It was fun. It was entertaining, whatever. And I haven't picked anything up since last night. I've honestly just been watching a lot of BookTube this morning. I feel like the content really came in strong over the last couple days, and I had some really good videos in my watch later. What did I watch this morning that I really enjoyed? I watched Gwen's Jennifer Hillier vlog, which was so cool. I'm so glad she loved Jar of Hearts and gave it 5 stars. And I watched Gabby's wrap up when she talked about a couple of the books that I'm reading in this video. I also watched Kat's TBR. I love her Wheel of TBR. I want to do that at some point. I just don't know if I could actually stick to it. So we'll see. And then my favorite video that I watched this morning was McKay reading the freaking Mindfuck series. Oh my God, I am so glad he loved it. He's like, I'm gonna make this shit my brand. I'm like, same, literally same, bestie. Like, that series is chef's kiss amazing, and y'all gotta go read it like immediately if you haven't yet. Obviously, it's dark as fuck. And okay, this is another thing. Sorry, this is gonna be like a 5-minute long clip when I was just supposed to tell you about my reading, but I got some comments recently that was like,
fuck you, I'm unsubscribing. The book you recommended me triggered me and it was so bad and I can't believe you would recommend.
Stop right there. I'm gonna stop you right there. First of all, I think I've said in like hundreds of videos at this point, look up book trigger warnings. I don't care if the person that you're watching recommend say it or not. They might not have the same triggers as you, and it's not anybody else's job to cater to your triggers. You need to look up book trigger warnings for yourself. And second of all, if you know me, I mean, maybe if this is your first video, if you're watching mine, you don't know this, but my longtime viewers know I like dark shit. And I'm gonna be recommending super graphic books. The books that I'm most obsessed with are probably not your average book that you want to pick up on a beautiful sunny day. So I just wanted to say that. If you haven't heard that before, now you know. So for the rest of my day, I do have some errands to run and some things to do. I have to film quite a few videos today. I'm pre-filming because I'm going out of town to see my family, which is also very exciting. So I have to do all of that. But the next book I think I want to start is All I Want by Darcy Bell. As I said at the beginning of the video, I have a very complicated relationship with Darcy Bell, but I'm willing to give this one a shot. It is so short. It is 250 pages, so I'm pretty sure I can knock this out. Probably if I just like take a bath tonight and read it, I should be able to knock it out. It sounds really interesting. It sounds like a haunted house story, but I don't think it's like ghosty. I think it's more like cursed. It's like Emma and Ben, this newlywed couple, move into this house. It's a fixer-upper, it has a creepy past, but soon Emma finds herself with buyer's remorse. Why does her husband seem so distant? Why are her neighbors lying to her? Is the house's ominous history repeating itself? And why can't she shake the feeling that she is in danger and so is her unborn child? Like, I don't know, just sounds kind of good. You never know. Haunted house books can go one way or another, but I'm excited to dive into it, and when I have thoughts, obviously, I'll give them to you. Hello, vlog. I haven't read anything, but I'm very proud of myself because I pre-filmed 4 videos and I did all the laundry. The last load is in the dryer as we speak. So I'm gonna leave it to dry and take you with me to run some errands. We gotta go to Whole Foods, Costco, and Walgreens. Wow, so fun, so exciting. Let's go. Hey, remember when I said I was gonna take you with me? It was chaotic. I don't know why. Every single suburban mom and me were at Costco and Whole Foods. But I thought I was gonna get some aesthetic shots of me like picking some apples out. I don't know. Some good Costco content. Like, I don't know, but all I have to show for it is this green juice now. y'all didn't even get to come grocery shopping with me, so sad. But I do this thing when I go to Whole Foods where I get a green juice and I walk around the store and I drink it while I shop, and it's just like, it makes me feel like a bougie woman in a thriller, and I love it. So it's worth $6 to me. Okay, I gotta fold my laundry. Don't look at my laundry room, it's so messy, but I gotta fold my laundry and then maybe I'll finally read today. Hey vlog, I am about a quarter of the way through All I Want, and this shit is interesting. This is not a typical Darcy Bell thriller. I was not expecting this. The writing style is kind of like eerie. Like, I don't know how else to describe it. It's just like, it seems kind of like eerie is the only way that I can put it. Like, there will be like a normal like sentence structure, and then all of a sudden like a little tiny fragment with an exclamation point or 2 exclamation points, or like the couple will be having a conversation together and there will be like no he said she said, it'll just be da 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 da. Like, it's just like very, very jarring sometimes, and I think it really captures how our main character is feeling in the house. She is like seeing things in the house, and she's reading this old journal that somebody who used to live in the house left behind. So basically the house they moved into used to be like a rehab in the 30s and 40s for old Broadway stars. They would like ship them off to this house if they were like getting too crazy to be on Broadway, and it would like, it was basically like an ancient rehab. And it's in upstate New York, by the way. They're moving from New York City to upstate New York, and the husband is a Broadway producer. So it was like a big draw for them that it had like some Broadway history attached to it. Obviously I was a theater kid, so I'm loving the like pieces about Broadway history, even though it's not real. It's so cool to read about. And they actually have like an old theater inside their house. So that is just like, it makes it cool, it makes it creepy, and yeah, I'm pleasantly surprised by this one so far. I did not expect this to be as unique as it is. I'm really liking this, and I think I'm gonna make some food. Obviously we have hella leftovers from Cheesecake Factory because have you seen their portions? They're massive, they're insane. So I'm probably gonna dress up some leftovers from Cheesecake Factory and eat and continue to read, and I'll probably update you guys at the halfway point. Good morning vlog. I am drinking my chai, trying to wake up currently. It is the next morning, obviously. I actually read quite a bit last night, and I am very shocked by how much I'm liking this book. So I am about 80% of the way through All I Want by Darcy Bell. I only have 50 pages left, so I'm definitely going to be able to knock it out this morning. It just had a big twist come in like a couple chapters ago. It literally blew my mind. It was the last thing I expected, but I really, really like it. I like that we have an unreliable narrator. Like, our main character, the wife, seems like the crazy pregnant lady trope, but the twist kind of cleared up that it's not going in that direction, which obviously I appreciate. We don't like, you know, making women feel crazy. Kind of getting that resolved and getting the twist. It was too good.
This is too good. Let's get the bill per, like.
That is the vibe that I'm getting. Like, I'm so shocked that I like this book so much, because Darcy Bell's last book I absolutely hated, and I didn't have high expectations for this, but I'm really liking it. There are all of these comparisons and kind of juxtapositions between, hello Boba, between our story that we're following and like old movies, and obviously The house has history with like old Broadway stars, so it's just like, it feels very like vintage in a way, and it has the feel of like an old black and white movie. Even sometimes the dialogue skews that way. It's like almost just this like dream-like state that you feel like you're in an old movie, even though that it has a modern setting. Like, this is such a weird book, but I'm really liking it actually. So I will try to finish it up this morning during breakfast, and then hopefully I'll be able to come back to you with a final rating. Y'all, what the fuck? No, because no. I finished this book during my breakfast, and I swear I almost spit out a banana. When I got to the last chapter, I literally almost launched a banana out of my mouth because I was ready to tell you. I was ready to tell you that this book is amazing, underrated. I cannot believe that nobody's talking about this. It's like Midsommar meets Home Before Dark by Riley Sager. Like, this is a glowing review. Okay, and then I read the last 3 pages. Okay, the little like epilogue. No, the epilogue completely ruined it. Those 3 pages single-handedly took this from a 4.5 star book to a 2-star book. I can't talk about this without getting into spoilers. I simply can't. So I'm gonna put spoiler on the screen for while I'm talking about them, and you can skip over it, just tap, tap, tap until that's not on the screen if you care about spoilers. But if you don't care about spoilers and you're not gonna read this book because I literally just gave it 4 stars and I don't recommend it, maybe stick around. Spoiler time, put the spoiler on the screen. Okay, the whole book was getting to a place where I was like, heart pumping. It was so creepy. It was thrilling as fuck. I'm like, oh my God, what's gonna happen? We get to the end and I'm like, oh my God, that was such a good ending. What's gonna happen in the epilogue? Is it gonna be something like just like a creepy little dark epilogue to like keep you intrigued, keep you wanting a little bit more?
And then the final 3 pages said basically, it was all a dream.
She was crazy. She had this crazy emergency delivery for her baby. And she was just in the hospital all loopy, making all this shit up in her head. After I literally just fucking said, I'm so happy this book isn't leaning into like the crazy pregnant woman trope. I'm so happy that there's another explanation and it's actually a good explanation. And then at the end, it has to be a, just kidding, it was all a dream from a crazy lady. Why would you do that? Why would you do that? Why would you make that choice? It's like, it was such a tease. It was like, oh, you like this book? Ha! Just kidding. No, you don't. Ruined it in 3 pages. So anyway, if you want to read this book, which the first like 99% was so good and I do recommend, I feel like you should just rip out the last 3 pages of the book if you want to read it and pretend it doesn't exist. If those 3 pages didn't exist, this would be a 4.5 star book. But because they do exist, I'm giving it 2 stars. This is so unfortunate. Oh my God, what a freaking roller coaster ride of emotions that I was just taken on. Hopefully the next book that I pick up is better. I think I'm gonna start Good Rich People next. I need to get ready to film another video. I'm pre-filming more. I know, I'm crazy. And I also need to go pick up my diploma for my master's degree. So I'm gonna get ready while listening to the audio of this. And then I'll probably pick up reading physically when I have some more time today. But hopefully I can kind of get a feel for the setup of the story with the audio and then switch, or I can do it simultaneously. I love listening to the audio like while I'm reading physically. So gonna start that and I'll get back to you. It is my last time on campus, just picked up my diploma. Thank God I did not see anybody I know or any professors because I hate it here. Oh no, just kidding. I like some people, but I am officially done with fucking school, which is wonderful. And I just get to be a professional woman. But there was some IT stuff they couldn't help me with, so I'm going to deal with that right now. That should be fun. As for Good Rich People, I think I'm only like 30 pages in, but I really like it. Our main character is hilarious. She's like totally over the top and unlikable, but I love that. Like, I love vapid, unlikable characters, so I'm down with her. Those are all the thoughts I have. Sorry for the shaky under the tree footage. All right, see you later.
Discovering that she has her mother's face after all. She is not beautiful, so everyone likes her the best and wonders about it. There's just something about Mitzi. She's not competition.
Hello vlog, I got the IT stuff done, went on a quick run, and I am about to hop into a meeting. It is a busy day, but all along the way, I have been listening to Good Rich People, and I am about 30% of the way through. I'm 100 pages in. It is so good. I don't think I gave y'all a like complete synopsis because when I last checked in, I just like knew that I really liked the main character. But basically this rich family, this rich couple and the guy's mom are like super wealthy, have this huge estate, and they let tenants live in their house, like their guest house. And the game is they like play this little game with them. The like point of the game is to ruin the tenants' lives.
No, I'm not kidding. That's for real what it is.
But we're also getting now chapters from a homeless person's perspective. So it's a really cool juxtaposition, like seeing somebody who lives in like crazy sickening wealth and then somebody with like little to nothing. It is a really interesting juxtaposition, and y'all know I love a thriller that says something, and we love rich people drama. I've never seen a book that does rich people drama but also calls attention to the fact that like there's a problematic like thing there. Like I just think it's a really cool idea. I really like it so far. However, I will say the chapters from the perspective of the homeless girl are a lot less interesting. They're really just kind of monotonous. She's just walking around being homeless, talking about how much it sucks to be homeless. And I'm like, okay, yeah, I get it, but like, can we get back to the crazy people playing a weird game with people's lives? I don't know. It's just not as interesting. And I like the idea. I'm just not 100% sold on the execution right now. But we still have 2/3 of the book left. So I'm still hopeful, obviously. I'm gonna keep reading after my meeting. I need to like clean myself after my meeting because I haven't showered yet. So maybe I'll take a bath. I might take a bath and read. But yeah, that's what I have going on. Gotta go to a meeting. Bye. Hi vlog, it is obviously the next morning. It is so weird to see me with like done hair and a not done face. Like usually I will do both at the same time, obviously, but okay, can I just talk about my hair really quick? I did this without heat.
Can you actually believe
that I did this without heat? I'm gonna have to do a tutorial tonight. I think I'm gonna do this again tonight to my hair. So I'm like, when I wake up tomorrow, it'll be like this again, because I got this little tool from Amazon and it literally, like, it transformed my hair overnight. I literally just wrapped it up in this little thing. and I woke up like this. Like, I've done nothing to my hair except for take out the contraption that I slept with, and it was so comfortable to sleep in. So hopefully I remember to do the tutorial tonight and show you guys how it works. This is not sponsored, by the way. I just saw it on TikTok and thought it was cool and bought it. And if I forget to show y'all, I will still link it below because every bitch with long hair needs this. It is amazing. But yeah, I still obviously need to get ready, but I have a lot of work to do. In my meeting yesterday, I realized I have approximately 1 million things to do today. So that is fun and good and fresh. I have to get that done. But I did want to give you a quick update before I start my busy day that I did make it to the halfway point of Good Rich People, and I'm hooked. I honestly feel like I was stupid whenever I was like, oh, I don't like the chapters with the homeless girl. I just did not understand what was going on. It was like vaguely hinted at what was going on, but now that I know, this shit is crazy. I literally could not stop flipping pages during my bath yesterday. I got all like crimbly and crusty like a raisin in there because I literally could not stop reading this. Really want to pick it back up, but unfortunately I do have to work, but I'm gonna try to speed through
because I really want to read. So
hopefully I'll get time to do that. If I do, I will let you know. Hey guys, I finished my work and I ended up getting ready. I have a couple hours before my therapy appointment, so I decided I'm gonna go, not just read in my house since I have a couple hours, I'm gonna go to the Blanton Art Museum because it's free on Thursdays, so I figured I would just go read on their lawn, maybe get some steps in walking around the museum, maybe take some pics. Let's go. So there's actually like a ton of construction out here. I don't know if you can hear the noise, but it is not the best reading environment. That is what I get for trying to leave my house and not be a little introvert girly. I don't want to pay for parking if it's going to be loud construction noise, you know. So I'm probably just gonna take some pictures and leave and go read in the comfort of my home. Hello, vloggy. I am done with therapy and I'm about to... Oh my God, I think my fiance's home. Hello. He's home. Anyway, like I was saying, I am gonna make some Greek food. So I'm making gyros and hummus, which I don't have to make because I'm literally just putting it out with carrots. But I figured I would show you some B-roll, so here we go. And we got creme brulee for dessert because we're fancy around here. Hello vlog, it is much later after dinner. I did some reading and I actually only have 50 pages left. I am flying through this book, like things just keep getting revealed and it's written in such like a weird way. Like these characters feel like almost real, but not. And it's so addicting. Like I don't know how else to describe it other than it's like reality if you were high all the time. It's like reality on steroids. It's like just exaggerated to make you more aware of the different things that are happening in the story. And it is so cool. I can definitely see how this writing style, like she was trying to develop it in her first book, If I Disappear, and I feel like she nailed it in this book. And I cannot believe that If I Disappear was my worst book and now this is shaping up so well to be one of my faves. Like this is so good. I am definitely gonna read these last 50 pages tonight. I probably won't give you my full review until the morning though, because I don't want to do it in this night lighting. But I'm remembering to do the tutorial. I will give you the tutorial before I go to sleep. Okay, It is so late. I finished the book and I want to talk about it so bad, but I'm trying to be coherent when I talk about it, so I'm going to talk about it in the morning. We're going to do the hair tutorial though. So I already put dry shampoo in so I don't have to do that in the morning and mess up the curls, although as you can see they have really good staying power. My hair does hold the curl though really well. I'm going to get it damp because if you let it dry in the position that you want it to be in, I find that it works better. So let me do that. Okay, now as you can see, I have an addition. This is the thing that I got on Amazon. It's like a silken rod, and I literally just clipped it to my head. This clip also came with it. And basically what I'm gonna do is, I need to look in the mirror when I do this, is like take a little piece, wrap it around pretty tight, add a piece, wrap it around pretty tight, and go all the way down to the bottom of my hair. So I'll be back. So I just wrapped this side all the way down. They come with these silky scrunchies. You just put it around the bottom to keep it stable, and it will stay all night. And I'm gonna take it out in the morning and it'll literally be the curls like I had today. So I'm gonna do this side and go to bed. It's literally so easy, except I do have to sleep like this. Obviously you take the clip out so it doesn't like create bumps in the top, but this is literally genius. I'm never curling my hair again. Good morning vlog. It is obviously the next day. Look at this hair. Ah! I literally didn't do anything other than take that little rod out and brush it out. And here we go. I am so obsessed with this thing. I am about to go on a little reading date in the park and probably walk around a little bit, get some steps in with one of my besties. But before I leave, I wanted to update you on my final thoughts on Good Rich People by Eliza Jane Brazier. So I did end up giving this book 5 stars, which is just, I mean, I'm happy about it, but also it's like, I gave the last book by this author 1 star, so like, how is this happening? This story was just ridiculous. It was camp. That's what it is. This story was campy, and I loved that for all of these characters. All the characters were so unlikable, but in the best, like over the top, darkly comedic kind of way. And I like a thriller that doesn't take itself too seriously, but also has something to say. Like, I like those dark comedy aspects, kind of like You by Caroline Kepnes, where you're almost aligning with the bad person. I very much felt that in Good Rich People as well. And the end of the book was like, just like a train wreck, just like a bad car accident that you cannot look away from. It was completely sucking me in. I finished this book so fast, like the last 100 pages I probably read in like an hour. And aside from being exciting, it also had great commentary on wealth and privilege. I loved seeing how morals and kind of the overall mindset of the characters shifted when they shifted positions societally or socioeconomically. Once you kind of get a taste of the life you don't have and you get used to it, you realize how easy it is to fall into the thinking of the people you used to hate for having that mindset. I'm trying to explain it without giving spoilers, obviously, but I just really liked the commentary. This book would be great for a book club because it brings up a lot of just interesting discussion questions. Like, I swear I could write out like 10 discussion questions, hello Boba, for this book, because it literally asks them within the pages. It's like, do good rich people really exist? How hard is it for a rich person to be good versus a poor person? Like, I mean, having these deeper discussions is what reading is all about. I love a thriller that says something, so this definitely had a lot to say. I know I will be thinking about it for so long. And that final chapter, I know some people are gonna not like it, especially if you don't like ambiguous endings, but I think just because of how the book was going. I think I know how it was intended to be, and the ambiguity is not bothering me because I can kind of like square it away in my mind. But I like that it's not just laid out for you. You kind of have to think about it. This book makes you work for it to enjoy it. And I think if you're just wanting to read a thriller and not think about it, like go for a Mary Kubica or a Sherry Lapina, not something like this. This is going to force you to think. And that's why I loved it. 5 stars. Now, this morning, while I was making my chai, doing my makeup, walking the dogs, I also got a chance to start The Sorority of Murder by Allison Brennan. And this story is following the disappearance and murder of a sorority girl from, I think, like three years ago. And the first chapter is kind of the perspective of the victim as she's like going through her day, the day before she goes missing. And then the rest of the book, I would imagine, unless we get another chapter from her, haven't reached one yet and I'm 6 chapters in. But the rest of the chapters is following this guy who kind of marginally knew her and talked to her the day that she disappeared. And for his senior capstone project, he is running a podcast based on the true crime case to try to solve her murder, or at least bring about new evidence so the case can be reopened. Basically, the police have like identified this vagrant, this like homeless dude on campus, and been like,
I guess that was him.
The guy with the podcast thinks that they kind of pigeonholed themselves and didn't really look into anybody else because they just found the vagrant and latched onto him. So he's trying to find new evidence, and it's kind of reminding me of A Good Girl's Guide to Murder, but so far there's no emotional connection. Like in A Good Girl's Guide to Murder, I felt so connected to Pip. I wanted to know about her life and I cared about her. And with this guy, I don't really feel that. So I don't know. I'm feeling a little bit removed from the story at this point, but it is definitely entertaining. There's nothing wrong with it so far. So we'll see as I keep reading. I'm gonna go to the park.
Solve the sorority murder. 5. What do you think? Reagan asked her dad when the first episode ended. I think he's playing Hardy Boys and is going to ruffle a lot of feathers for no reason. John rose from his seat and stretched. It's a cold case, Reagan reminded him. 3 years. Maybe some feathers need to be ruffled. Her dad grunted. He didn't agree or disagree with her. He wanted...
Y'all remember Ghostbusters? Cause look at that shit. Look at that shit. And tell me it doesn't look like the monster. We ain't afraid of no ghosts.
Hi vlog, I got my walk-in, got to hang out with my friend, have honestly had a wonderful morning, and we sat out there and read a little bit. So I actually got to the halfway point, hello Boba, in the Sorority of Murder, and I don't know, it feels like, I'm sorry, I cannot help but compare it to A Good Girl's Guide to Murder because it is a podcast thriller, and that's probably the most iconic one. It is just not as emotional as that. I don't feel this like deep connection to the story, to the characters, or even to the case. But we did just have another murder take place, so I feel like maybe more people who have information are gonna start getting picked off. Maybe our podcast host is gonna, fall under suspicion or whatever. That could make the rest of the story more exciting, more thrilling, because right now it just feels like very investigative. Also, our podcast host is like working with a former cop, so she's like getting him all these ins like to talk to like cop people, and I'm like, that's cheating. No, that is cheating. You're supposed to be a scrappy little college kid who like makes his own way and finds out his own pieces of evidence in like clever ways. You can't just get help from a cop. Like, doesn't that feel like cheating? Like, Pip would never. Anyway, that's where I'm at. If I just binge the rest of it, I'll be back with a rating. Good morning. So last night I was trying to binge this book, but when Cameron got home from work, I just wanted to hang out with him. We watched the Love is Blind reunion, which I have many thoughts about, but I ended up getting 90% through the book and not finishing it. And the thing is, if this was a good book, I would have told Cameron, like, wait for me to watch the show, like, let me just finish this book. I was willing to pause, and that's how you know, like, I'm not 100% into the book. Like, it's not a bad book. It's just very plot driven, and I just don't care about the characters because of that. It's not bad. It's just like, also the person who we found out is the murderer, they're not caught yet, but like we know who it is, like the reader knows. It's like very like villain energy, like it just doesn't feel real, and the rest of the book has felt like, you know, it's supposed to be like true crime. So to have a villain that's so just like larger than life, I don't know, I just don't like that. So I'm feeling very average about this book at this point. If there's a crazy twist ending, my rating might go up, but for now, we're gonna go get bagels and go on a hike because it's Saturday.
Wow, good eye. I am so tired. After our hike, I was so tired. I literally just came back here and laid in this exact spot on the couch, and at least I finished the book. It was just so average, and I'm sick of these average thrillers. It's like, can you be something? Can you be different? Can you talk about something? Can you care about something? Like, I can't deal with these average thrillers anymore. So I'm giving the Sorority Murders 2.5 out of 5 stars. It is exactly, what is that like TikTok sound from a while ago that's like, that is exactly adequate. Like, this is adequate. If you're looking for a quick thriller, murder mystery vibes, like, it's adequate, but it's not something I'm gonna super recommend. So next I'm gonna start probably the last book for this vlog because I feel like it's so long. The Replacement Wife by Darby Kane. It's about a paranoid woman who suspects her brother-in-law of being a murderer. It's giving Before She Knew Him by Peter Swanson vibes from the synopsis. So I don't know. Will I like it? Who knows? I'll update you when I have thoughts. I'm so tired. Hello vlog. It
got dark, so I had to come inside, but I actually got halfway through The Replacement Wife, which I don't even know how that happened. I feel like I blinked and all of a sudden I'm halfway through. Like, this just feels like a classic thriller. Like, this feels like reading The Woman in Cabin 10, The Woman in the Window, The Girl on the Train. Like, this feels like a classic thriller is the only way I know how to describe it. If you watched the Netflix show that was like a parody of domestic thrillers, which I thought was hilarious, by the way, it's called like The Woman in the House Across the Street from the Girl in the Window. It's so funny. This reads like that. It is such like almost a parody, but it's like, it takes itself seriously. So it's like funny in a way, but it's not supposed to be funny. I don't know. I like it for those aspects. Like, the main character is always confused and on pills and unreliable and drinking wine and forgetting things, and she's getting gaslighted and she's paranoid, but also like, I believe her, you know, it's not just a joke like it was in that show. It's like,
what is going on here? This all feels like a big conspiracy.
basically, I do think her brother-in-law is a murderer, dead ass, straight up. Like, how do you just have every single person you date in your entire relationship history either turn up dead or go missing? Like that, no. I know there's something going on with this man, and he is like gaslighting the fuck out of her so his brother / her husband doesn't find out. Basically, this is so fast paced, so like sucks you in. If you're looking for a thriller that feels like a classic thriller, that captures those same feelings, if you've been trying to emulate that and frustrated that you can't, because I've definitely had those feelings recently about thrillers, pick this one up. I love Darby Kane, and unless this ending is really, really horrifying and just like abhorrent, I think this is gonna get a really great rating from me. I honestly might just stay up tonight and binge this book because it is so addicting. All right, I'm gonna put on a freaking face mask and probably binge this book and drink the rest of my wine. Vlog. I just got back from my walk, and this morning I got 75% of the way through The Replacement Wife. It is really good. It honestly feels like that classic thriller feeling. I have no complaints whatsoever. I'm really rooting for our main character. I want her to find out how these people are gaslighting her, get her shit together, and expose them. Like, I'm very much aligned with her. This is bringing out so much more emotion, especially compared to the last book that I just read. The Sorority Murder was just like so removed, such like a crime thing, and this is like, you are in this woman's head, you are along with her as she is trying to expose this man who probably murdered a bunch of women. So I'm really liking it. I'm definitely gonna finish it today. We're gonna get some lunch and run some errands, and when I have final thoughts after I finish it, I will definitely let you know. Hello vlog, I have not seen you all day. We ended up running a few errands after lunch, and then I came back and finished the book and then promptly fell asleep. So it is late. I don't know why I was so tired, but I simply fell asleep right after finishing this book, which I gave 4 stars. The ending was just a little abrupt, and I kind of thought it was going to be a 5-star because the tension was so just like palpable as I was reading. As I stated earlier, my emotions were really, really strong for our main character. I was really aligning with her and rooting for her.
We were rooting for you.
Like, I was rooting for her so hard. And yeah, I don't know. The end was just kind of abrupt. And there was a twist, but it wasn't like too great. I don't know. It was definitely not a bad book by any means. I just wish I had a little bit of additional like express explanation. And I don't know if it's just me, but I feel like this has been happening in a lot of thrillers that have been published lately, is like they think it's mysterious and fun to like not give you all the information laid out A, B, C, D. Like, no, I want to know what happened. And it's annoying me that these thrillers are doing this. So I can't give it 5 stars. I ended up giving it 4 stars because I did enjoy the book overall. And yeah, it looks like we have a 2.5, 3, 4, and 5 star in this video. So wow, what a full, well-rounded vlog. I hope you liked hanging out with me and getting my reviews of these new release thrillers. Let me know down below if you plan on picking any of them up. And thanks so much for watching. Don't forget to like this video if you liked it and subscribe to my channel if you haven't already. And I will see you in the next one. Bye.